They are listening to it. Their ears are very different from our ears. Okay. So this normative idea of what works and what doesn't work in music also has got to change, right? For all of which you have to listen to children and talk with children, not talk at. Okay? So again, third order summary I'm going to do is the physiological effect that this is having on the brain. Now, how many of you of us here have heard of Einstein? Who was he? He was a man, correct. Other than that, he was a scientist, okay? Inventor. Maybe. Okay? I'm not going there. I'm not even going there. I'll get straight to the point because I've only got half an hour. Otherwise, some people are already looking at their watches. Okay? Now, Einstein, among other things, was a musician. Okay? Some people may know this, some people may not know this. For those who don't know this, you know it today. Okay? It's a great argument for why music education and music should be a part of your child's life all the time. Music should be part of the environment all the time. Like I keep saying, physiologically, it is making the child a different person, a better person. Okay? What type of music should be played? For that, they have to call me for this talk next year so that I can actually curate and show you what works, because that's a longer talk. But Einstein, among other things, was a great lover and specialist of this particular composer whose name was, shame on me. And this is okay? And do you know what? It's a telemarketing call. Okay, anyway. So, Einstein was a great appreciator of this particular composer called Bach. Petra, can we have you explain to everyone how you pronounce Bach? Bach. அதாவது துப்புற மாதிரி பண்ணணும் கூடாது. Say இல்ல better. Okay. Now Bach is one of these again genius composers, sort of very important for Western music. And among his various sort of contributions to music is this idea of developing on an idea called counterpoint. Counterpoint ஒரு மெலடி இருக்கும், அதே மெலடி வந்து அந்த மெலடி மேலேயே திருப்பி பிளேஸ் பண்றதுனால ஒரு certain effect create ஆகும். எப்படின்னா, if I take a melody like this, இதே வந்து நான் இந்த கையில வசனம்னா சேர்ந்து வச்சா பட் இது வந்து சேர்ந்து வாசிக்காம முதல்ல இந்த கையில ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டு சைக்கிள் கேப் கொடுத்து இந்த கையில ஆரம்பிச்சா புரிஞ்சுதா நான் பண்ணது? அது வந்து ரிலே ரேஸ் மாதிரி. என்னால ரைட் ஹேண்ட் வந்து முதல்ல முடிச்சோம், அது முடிச்சு ஒரு சைக்கிள் கேப் முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் வருது. ஸோ புரிஞ்சதா? அதான் ஐடியா இல்லை. ஓகே, ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஃபுல் பீஸ் அப்படி போகும். அந்த மாதிரி அவர் வந்து எத்தனையோ கோடிக்கணக்கான காம்போசிஷன்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, Einstein, apparently for a month before the publication of the specific theory of relativity, okay, kept a journal of his dreams. Okay, and Einstein had dreams about time. Okay, in my dreams I usually have food. Okay? I don't even want to know what comes in your dreams. Keep that to yourself. What is extraordinary is that Einstein could recollect his dream and still write a journal about it the next day. Most of us forget our dreams. Okay. There are, of course, some human beings with exceptional brain activity. Okay, one of the last dreams he has is a counterpoint melody like this, like what I have played. Okay, and in the preamble to the specific theory, Einstein actually talks about Bach, and he talks about how he gets his inspiration for the specific theory of relativity by the idea of the same frequency, same set of notes, same amount of motion, but placed relatively one over another and derives the principle of relativity. It's actually amazing. Okay, if you think about the connection that music seems to have on how the brain gets wired differently by just exposure to music. You've demonstrated it yourself. Okay? This way, if I start talking anecdotally, the effect that music has, I've been focusing entirely on the brain because we had a brilliant session just now about music therapy, so I don't want to repeat those things. That's the reason I said I will focus on things that have not been spoken about before already. There's a lot of work being done on how certain ragas and classical music has certain effects and things like that. The sad part about many of these theories is that they are all extremely hypothetical. Right? Not enough experiments have been. So in scientific reasoning, what you would say is, ஒரு hypothesis வச்சோம்னா மறுபடியும் அதையே validate பண்ணாதான் அது வந்து ஒரு தியரியா ஆகும். ஓகே, இது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா, இந்த ஸ்ரீராகம் கேட்டாக்க இப்படி ஆயிடும், கேதாரகோட கேட்டாக்க இப்படி ஆயிடும் அப்படின்னாக்க that is hypothesis. Right? We need to have the same person perform the same Kedaragam with the same duration, the same exact frequencies multiple times in order for that hypothesis to become a theory. Right? We are still a little far away from that. It's sort of correlation but not causation is what is happening. So let me summarize everything I have said today, and do we do a Q&A or how does the format work? So there's a chair, so I will ask the most respected chair here. There is a Q&A. Okay. So I will just summarize the 5 key points I have. The first key point that I made was, I love it when the audience knows my first key point better than me. Excellent, I have registered. Okay. The second key point that I wanted to make, immediacy. Thank you. Perfect. That is the second key point. Thank you so much. Okay. The third point that I really wanted to make was on the idea of music and physical discipline. Okay? How when you're working with a large, diversified group of children of differential ability, music has the power to engage all of those children equivalently. And this is a very important observation. That you can have children coming into the class with differential ability of cognition, differential ability of emotional intelligence, differential ability in spatial reasoning, all seated in the same classroom. Still, music can bring them onto the common medium. And because they come into the common medium, when I say discipline, I don't mean put your finger on your lips kind of discipline, but disciplining of attention can happen. Okay? Which is the third and most important thing. The fourth point I made was about how brain affects, the music affects the brain physically differently. So it's physiological effect that music is having on the brain. And the last effect I'm saying about Indian music is that while a lot of work has gone into understanding how ragas, how the classical system has an effect on us, I think we need to now be investing much more in understanding it far better, right? Because definitely they have a huge effect on health, they have a huge effect on wellness. Historically, and in historic press, even in the Sangeeta Bhaskara, for example, even from times like that, you've had excellent examples of people making observations about music and health. But we need to now start investing in research to be able to make that connection much more robust, right? According to the accepted precepts of scientific reason. These are the 5 things. You will always get Pasakama. சரி, இது நான் வாசிப்பேன், பட் ஆஸ் யூஷுவல் நீங்களே பாடி முடிச்சுங்க. mantra. Because it is attending to this music which makes it beautiful. This, right? That this is the great thing about music. It doesn't matter which tradition, which genre, what I'm playing in, but when somebody is playing some music, you want to listen. Right? It's not like if I started speaking in a language that you did not understand, that's different. It's easy to let your mind wander and be distracted and actually look at your phone. Right? But when somebody's playing music, even if you don't know it, even if it comes from a source you don't know, it's fascinating because it's having an effect on every single human being in this world. I know that after I leave, many of you will remember what I did, what I played, but certainly not who I am. And that is the way it should be. Okay? We live in a country which unfortunately places emphasis on who we are. We put great cutouts and then one day the cutout will fall and kill people. Okay? That seems to be more important than what we actually do. Let us actually focus on what we do. When we work with children, you need to forget who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. You are an instrument which is being used to paint colors into this world and make them more vivid, make them more beautiful, and make them far more vibrant than they ever were before. In that process, the paintbrush does not tell itself that I am important. The paintbrush puts itself at the service of the painting. Do not forget that you are the paintbrush. Make sense? Now, let's try this one last time. Okay? Up, left, very good. Right, front, hands apart. 1, 2, 3. A group that will clap together, will stay together. A group that will stay together will change the world. Thank you very much.
I request Mrs. Sujata Vijayaraghavan to come up and moderate and chair the session and wrap it up. So comments.
With the, one of them is very good friends with me, the other one is right? The one who's fighting with me all the time says, your teachers are coming and teaching them different notes to what my chanting is about, and that answers your question. So then I went and sat in his chanting class and I found that the frequencies are all wrong. Okay? So it was not that my teacher was wrong, it was just that they were not doing it as per that particular meter, but not even the meter, the particular intonation that the meter suggested. This is the problem. Sanskrit is not a casual language, right? Sanskrit, I use this as an example, the word Ravana. Okay? Ravana, 3 syllables. If I take Ra and put it at the end of the word, it becomes Vanara, which means monkey. Okay? Narava, which is man. I put the A matra, it becomes Nara or Narayana. So from Ravana, Vanara, Nara, Narayana is just by shifting the syllables. So how I say the syllables matters. So for example, yo bro, how's it hanging? Does not exist in Sanskrit. There's no easy way of saying that, right? Like Cantonese, like Mandarin. Sanskrit is very specific about what the syllables can mean and what sequence they can mean. That frequency is important. So unless we have very good teachers who actually teach it to you the correct way, right? Your posture, okay? Again, if you have any physical effect to have on the body, you can't expect great energy to come in aesthetic like this. And I find even playing the piano, little children are putting the keyboard on the floor and playing it as though they're making chapatis. Okay? It's not good for either the piano or yourself, and certainly not good for chapati making, which is a useful skill to learn later. Okay? This is becoming the problem. You have to sit up straight, for example. When Padmasana was suggested in yoga, because we speak about yoga quite often, there is a specific way to do that. You can't do Padmasana casually sitting in a hotel chair. It does not have the same effect. So it is not, yes, Sanskrit and our ancient system, which is exactly what I said, even the Raga system has very specific ideas. It's just that the people who are transmitting them, right, are not necessarily doing it the way it ought to have been done. And the people learning them are doing it even less accurately so. This is the reason that we are not able to standardize it. Sorry, long answer, but for a simple question.
I would like to add a little point in this. Our, as you said, chantings, they are very, very specific. What we call the Udatta, Anudatta and Svaita has to be exactly learned, exactly reproduced to have the effect. For instance, the Purusha Suktam, which is a short one and which is the most famous and supposed to be the most important. If you find in rituals, you will find a chorus of that. You will have about 10 people reciting it because they want to take it to 1,000 or 10,000 times to have that efficacy. So those sounds produce vibrations that if affect, as you said, the physiological and the mental and the subconscious and the cerebrum. I saw this being tested in US where somebody said that children, they listen with headphones. One part of the training was make the children listen to chant, religious chants. And also they said if you have any Indian religious chants, please give it. We want to feed that. So for a stipulated time, for about 3 minutes, they reduce it and make the child listen to it once a day. That was the therapy which was conducted, which I saw.
What I want to add on, okay. The problem is the teachers. Where have the teachers? Somebody asked me this question, it's an important question. Where have all the grandmothers gone? They are watching Sun TV. You ask the grandmothers, what is Kushbu wearing in Lakshmi stores? They know the answer to that. Okay. You ask the grandmothers, what is the correct way of chanting? They will say, Summa Arpa, commercial control, this is what is happening. Okay. We have lost the system of transmission because many of the stories are the favorites. Whether it was the Ramayana, all of these things, we heard from our grandmothers and that is how it got passed on. There are certain values would get passed on alongside those things. You know, the importance for Sanskrit came to me from my father. Okay? But that is going in this we are losing the whole track of that. I'm sure somebody will do a track of this, make it a meme and that will go viral. Okay. And soon somebody will say on Twitter, Anil Srinivasan is disrespecting Sanskrit traditions. Okay, and then the BJP will immediately attack me and the Congress will immediately support me. That will become the second story and then the day after tomorrow, somebody will call N. Kumar and say it is clear that Sanman is supporting the destruction of Sanskrit. Okay. This is the world we live in. And 2 weeks from that, Arnab Goswami will be saying, the nation wants to know, is Sanskrit dying? And because of that, another Mesamani tweet will start trending. In this culture of Mesamani, where is the space for Purusha Suktam? That is what is becoming the problem. The people transmitting are not doing it with what we would call Shraddha. The people who are receiving are not receiving it with Shraddha. Therefore, it is dying. Same thing is happening in music, right? We are noticing that in the prayogas of certain ragas, right? You have to be very careful about how you do that, right? You cannot just misuse and mismix these things for your own uses, right? Earlier we used to learn it as a system of raga, devatas and all that, and we used to think that's a whole bunch of hooey that these people said so that we don't learn properly, right? So we are mystifying everything. But now I realize why they mystified it. They mystified it so that you don't misuse it, right? You learn it later. You learn it by sheer practice. Right? Everything, I think we have approached the era of slang, right? Where anything goes. It's okay, I'll do it. Right? Why should it? And it's become very fashionable to say, oh, it's idala suma old fashioned. Or they're just trying to appropriate it. That's another famous word. Right? There is reasons. And like I said, in Sanskrit, even in the construction, it's so beautiful, right? Sorry, I'm going off topic, but what was that famous Kalidasa's Asti Kinchit Vak Vishesha? When in Kalidasa's life, right? So it is when he's quoting this girl and he says he's a great scholar and she looks at him and says Asti Kinchit Vak Vishesha. Is there anything special about how you speak. I mean, it's like she's taunting him, saying, is there anything cool about you? Why should I go out with you? And every one of those words became the first words of 4 great epics. Right? Asti is Kumara Sambhavam. Asti Uttarasyam Dishidevadatma Himalayo Nama Gadyacha. Right? Similarly, each Kinchit mentioned the Raghuvamsam. Vagatavin Samprato Vagata Pratipate. Ritu Samharam last. இந்த மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு இது வச்சிருந்தோம். So இதெல்லாம் Sanskrit எடுக்க போறோம். That's why I said a separate conference has to be organized for Sanskrit. Right? But apparently I'm here to talk about the Indian aspect of music therapy, which I did not talk about.
Any other questions?
Can you tell what Gayatri?
Me, at this point, நான் குளிக்க கூட இல்லை. ஏர்போர்ட்ல இருந்து நேரா வந்திருக்கேன். But since you asked,
காயத்ரி எப்போ சொல்லலாம்?
சொல்லலாம், பட் இருந்தாலும் இதுதான் பண்ண முடியாது. வார்த்தை முக்கியமாச்சு. ஓம் பூபுவ ஸ்வாஹா தத்சவிதுர்வரெண்யம் பர்கோதேவி ஸ்ரீமஹி தீவகுணம் பிரச்சோதயாத். But that is the chant. I don't want to chant it like this standing up and I'm joking around.
Thanks.
Any other question?
I think we have to.
Yeah.
I'm not an enemy between you.
But I think you have to thank me for my valuable time and tell me about it.
I have to thank you especially because you flew from Hyderabad only for our sake.
Anyway, I think I'm over time, but any other questions?
Anything else?
Can I play? One song. Hey, Bas Chachi. I need that to the chair because I think there's a time clock on these things.
One song, sir, one song, please. We are running short of time. My apologies to you. Although it will be very interesting to listen to Anil go on and on, but sorry, we have to close at some point because Sujay has got some more one CD to be played, right?
Right.
So there's another program happening here at 6 o'clock, so they want us to hear about. That's why we have to leave. It would be lovely
That
to
is
go
the
on
power
for
of
a
music.
moment.
I mean, all of you want more and more.
Adhura, I think
Music
it's
is the
the point.
food of love played on. So,
Any questions from the chair?
no questions. I mean, he's a great communicator and who has so much to give you and with such clarity. That comes with the music. That comes with the harmony and the rhythm which is part of it. So that is why he's able to put it so cogently so that you could take every bit of what he said home. So I want to thank him.
It's a special honor that you are chairing the session for us.
It is my honor to be here. And with this, I would like to say one or two things which we already know. Again, which is already part of us. Chelvam to Chelvam, Chevik Chelvam. Anybody can complete it? Right. Thank you. And if you say the meaning, Chelvam to Chelvam, Chevik Chelvam. Among all the treasures, the power of hearing is the greatest. The second line you translate, Achelvam Shelvathul Ellam Thalai. Among all the treasures, that is the greatest of the treasures. Why does he say it twice? There is hardly any other instance in Tiruppural, which is only 1 3/4 lines. And within that 1 3/4 lines, Tiruvalluvar has felt it necessary to say something and say it again to emphasize on it. That is because of the power of the oral memory. More than the visual memory, the oral memory stays with you and works at a very, very deeper level. You would remember the songs you heard as a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. You would forget the songs which you heard 3 days back. You would be able to sing with your grandchild the songs which you learned as a 3-year-old. How does this memory last? Many of you would have seen that. People who cannot remember a lot of things, I mean, amnesia as you grow old, when people become senile and they lose their memory. You trigger them with a song, they would complete it. How does that happen? That memory stays with you all your life. It goes into a very, very deeper level. And that is a different part of the brain. I have seen people hard of hearing. My own guru, Anil Srinivasan Classical towards the end, later in his life, he became hard of hearing. So you have to go very close to him and he will hold it like this and you have to go and speak to him. And as we sat 4 or 5 around him and we sang, we would be singing, belting out the song, all in, as a chorus. He'll spot, you're wrong, repeat it. Among the 6, he would spot the one person who was making a slight variation. Notice which part of the brain makes that happen. This I have seen again and again and again with people who are old. And I have seen a person who has had a paralytic stroke. She couldn't speak very well and she forgot words as she started speaking. She couldn't form words for familiar things. She couldn't say that. Somebody was singing on the TV. Famous musicians were singing a song and they sang a line wrong. Immediately this woman sat up and she sang. That was wrong. How can they sing this wrong? That was the oral memory. So that is where you can work very, very deep into the consciousness of the child. And the memory goes there. And that is why this Chelvathul Chelvam, Chevichelvam, Achelvam, Chelvathul, Ellam Talai. And music and the harmony, the melody, the rhythm, it becomes part of you. You know, rhythm, they call it in our music, we call it manolaya. The mental rhythm. You don't have to keep time. You don't need you don't need a metronome. The rhythm is there in your head. And you play it, you sing it. So your entire body goes into that rhythm. Which happens very often in our concert platforms, it's very, very common.